Good evening and welcome to the PEP Radio Evening News Update. Judge blocks a Trump policy that made it harder for immigrants to stay and enter the country. The policies enacted after the National Guard shooting last year meant that immigrants from 39 African, Asian, Latin American, and Middle Eastern countries have been categorically barred from receiving final decisions on, among other things, their asylum work permit, green card, and citizenship applications. In Friday's ruling, harshly criticizing the administration, U.S. District Chief Judge John McConnell Jr. said the policy threw the lives of countless immigrants living in the United States into indeterminate legal limbo, and he accused the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services of ignoring the law. So who did these Trump immigration policies affect? The block policies apply to U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, which approves applications for immigrants to work and become citizens. The agency, which resides in the Homeland Security Department, often grants asylum, but only for those already in the United States when they apply. Immigration judges grant asylum for those who are stopped at the border. The ruling does not affect them, and neither did the policies that sparked the lawsuit. Well, legal advocacy groups have reacted to the ruling on Trump immigration policies. The policies are part of an ongoing effort by the administration to tighten U.S. entry standards for travel and immigration in what critics say unfairly prevents travel for people from a broad range of countries. This ruling reaffirms a basic principle. The federal government cannot shut down lawful immigration pathways or discriminate against people based on where they come from, said Skye Perryman, president and CEO of Democracy Forward, which represented the plaintiffs in this case. These unlawful policies caused enormous harm to families, workers, asylum seekers, and communities across the country, he said, who were left in limbo, unable to work, access protections, or move forward with their lives. A spokesperson for the Department of Homeland Security did not immediately respond to a request for comment. And finally, Secretary of State Marco Rubio meets top Philippine diplomat over the South China Sea and other issues. Secretary of State Marco Rubio affirmed the strength of the two countries' alliance to Philippine Foreign Minister Teresa Lazaro during Friday's meeting in Washington. A State Department statement said their discussion included economic priorities and the South China Sea, where Beijing has been aggressive in its territorial claims over disputed islands and atolls. The South China Sea is a vital global trade route with rich undersea deposits of gas and oil. In particular, Beijing and Manila have clashed over Scarborough Shoal, which China prefers to call Huangyandao. On Sunday, the Chinese naval and air forces conducted readiness patrols near the shoal after Philippine and U.S. forces conducted a 5-day drill in the same waters. That's a news update for this evening. Our next news update will be tonight at 11. From the PEP Radio Newsroom, I'm David Moore.